just taking a step back and watching them, how they are in their natural habitat. They like to eat a lot when they get older. In fact, they grow to 25,000 times their original size. They're just a tiny little larva that comes out of an egg when they first develop. And there we've got another one there, content, hanging out on an Asclepia flower. Beautiful. Let me see another one over here in the center, gradually climbing towards the stem. So amazing how tiny its head is. And caterpillars keep shedding their skins, their head actually remains the same size. And so does their mouth. Probably gets a tiny bit bigger since it was a little baby larva, but then once it turns into a caterpillar, the head usually remains about the same size. Or at least I read in a couple of books, so. This is a long guy. You can notice he's got several little feet to help propel him around. And they have a little stickiness on them. Produces a little sticky solution which helps it to stick onto any surface. We've got one that actually formed a silk bulb on the other side of a flower tag. It's kind of interesting. It's forming a J right on that tag, and it's hard to see it, but there's actually a little silk bulb. It's already attached to it, so it's going to gradually curl its body up and weave some more of the green silk and form its chrysalis. Now over here, let's take another look. Actually, a picture there of my living room. Then gradually been decorating. And I have a nice balcony out there, and sometimes I bring the butterfly habitat out on the balcony. And that's actually where we released the painted lady butterflies yesterday, right from that balcony. It's nice to sit out there, and it's good to give the caterpillars a little bit of fresh air, just as long as they're not in direct sunlight for too long or in really humid conditions. That actually could kill them, so you want to be careful, make sure it's not too hot. But, you know, between 60, 70 degrees, once the evening comes around and the sun goes down, it's not a bad idea to bring them out there for a little bit. They seem to enjoy it out there, and so do I. And over here we have something special. We actually have 3 chrysalises. Unfortunately, all 3 of them fell off of the plant. A bunch of caterpillars, of the monarch caterpillars, were actually eating off of the same plant that the chrysalises were dangling from, and they ended up falling down to the floor, unfortunately. Now, thank goodness for these guys, It turns out that they'll still be fine. They are nice and safe, protected well inside their shell, and this won't inhibit their growth process, being able to form a butterfly. They will actually be fine right on that paper towel there, just as long as they don't get too many other disturbances. And it's interesting, you can actually see, it looks almost like a green jelly bean, only you don't want to eat it, obviously not, but it almost looks like a very shiny gel-like substance. And there's a little white silk at the top, and that's where they first form their chrysalis, is from a little bit of strand of white silking that they hang from. And you can see they close up, where they close up the chrysalis. It actually looks gold. It's almost like gold silk that they spin around to close it up. And then eventually, once they turn into their full butterfly form, they're able to open up. It's amazing how butterflies can come from such tiny little pods. But it's a miracle in nature, and they do emerge from those. And then we've got one more little fellow over here hanging out, just enjoying himself. I think he's taking a little nap. There he goes, making his way onto the stem. Nice. And you can see how its body moves. It's like a slinky. Part of it moves, and then you see the abdomen move, and then you see the hind legs move. Beautiful. I think he's in heaven right now, munching on a little Asclepia flower there. Well, there you have it. This has been another great day in the life of a butterfly. Or I could say the life of a caterpillar that's about to turn into a butterfly. It is an amazing process. All right, we're going to see more later on tonight. Take care. Over and out. Bye.